In this video, we're going to see how we can conduct trend forecasting. We're going to use data file bicycle. So here I have the data file. I have the annual sales of bicycles for 10 years. And for trend, we just need to find the equation that estimates the movement of the variable of interest, the sales in this case. So we just need to find the linear equation, all right? The linear equation y hat equal b0 plus b1 times t or period number. So B0 plus B1 times period. So we have the period numbers. If you don't have it, you need to add it and you need to basically put the numbers here, right? Starting from 1 all the way to the end of the, to basically the number of the observations that you have in your sample, in your data set. So we need to find the equation, the linear regression equation that estimates the relationship here, that estimates the trend of the trend pattern of this data set, all right? This column basically based on period number. And period is a column that starts from 1 all the way and actually increases with increments of 1. So 1, 2, all the way to the final number of observations, right? So we just need to find this. For this one, what we can do, the simplest way would be to insert a line chart. It would be to insert a line chart and add the equation. So I'm just gonna get rid of the grid lines, add axis titles, and also add trend line. So axis title vertical would be sales, periods, and then on our trend line, we just need to add the equation. At the end of the day, the equation is what matters to us. So again, format trend line, I forgot to add the equation, display an equation on chart. So this is the equation that is coming from least squares method. So y hat equals 1.1, the slope times x being period, or t times period, plus 20.4. I'm just gonna make it a little larger. So this is actually the equation that helps us to make a trend forecast. Now, if you want to make a forecast for the next year, year 11, you just need to plug it in here and then get the estimated value for the next year. So if I want to do that for year 11 for the next year, if I just put, in order to come up with the forecast for this year, we just need to put 11 here instead of period and get the number. So 20.4 plus 1.1 times period number, which is 11. 1.1 times A12 plus 20.4. So that will give us the forecast for the next year. It's very simple, right? So you just get the equation and then if you want to make a forecast for year 15, you just put 15 here. This is how you get the equation. Let me just put this here, not in here, because we don't have this. This is not the actual. That was actually a mistake. So I just put it here and I add a column here, forecast column. If you ever if you were asked to find the forecast accuracy, find the, let's say, MSE for your trend forecast, the way it works, you need to actually write down all the forecasts, find all the forecasts using the linear regression. And then once you have both sales value and forecasted values, you can go ahead and find the errors. And based on the errors, forecast errors, you can go ahead and find either of MAE, MSE, or MAP. Here, I'm just going to do MSE. I'm just going to find MSE for this forecast just to see how this is done. So if we just use the same equation for each period from year 1 to year 10, so 20.4 plus 1.1 times year 1. I just put period, but it's here, it's annual, so it's year, actually year 1. So that's just the forecast for the first year. And if I just drag it down, I'll get the forecast for year 1 to year 10. All right, so now we have both sales and forecasts. And from here, I can go ahead and find, if you're doing it for MSE, you need to get error squared. An error squared would be, let me just show you the formula again that I'm using for forecast. All right. Or let me just, yes, so for error squared, parenthesis, actual value minus forecasted value squared. Error squared, and I just need to do it for all the periods for which I have both sales and forecasted value. So I just do it from period 1, from year 1 all the way to year 10 or 10th year. Right now, MSE, I just put it here. First, let me show you the formula again. Formula for the first one. And I just put the MSE of trend here. And that would be average of all these error squares. MSE of trend 3.07, and again it's simply the average of all these numbers.